Hello, everybody. I'm Lisa Rose. I'm coming to you from my backyard in beautiful California, and I just thought I would pop in today to say hi. And I wanted to talk a little bit about Mercury retrograde. Can't even say it, right? Communication is already starting to become an issue. You know, this isn't my area actually, but it affects me. Mercury in retrograde, it has a bad rap, of course, because it seems to cause confusion in communication. It might cause problems with communicating through electronics, might cause issues with electronics. If anything can go wrong, in the realm of communication and scheduling and timing and all of that, it seems to happen. We're also warned generally about not signing contracts, double reading everything, checking proposals, crossing the T's and dotting the I's and so on and so forth. And I know that even for me, sometimes in Mercury retrograde, I won't, I kind of avoid things, I might, for some people, they just hide out for 2 weeks. They don't even, venture out too much out of fear. And, so I've started figuring out ways to deal with that, and I just thought I'd share with you here today some of the things that I do to keep myself, working and living in love of Mercury retrograde instead of fear of Mercury retrograde, and see if these might not work for you too. So I think that Mercury is going in retrograde tomorrow, August 12th. And it's not coming out until September 5th, right? So that's about 2 weeks, maybe a little longer, right? So that's a long time to be off the grid and so forth. So what I started doing, I've been doing it this year when Mercury goes into retrograde, is I just changed my situation up, and I do my solo retreats then. I do more solo activities during that time period. For example, I might sit down and write during those 2 weeks. I might write blogs, I might write plans, I might write texts or scripts for my courses that are coming up. I might sit down and think, just do some heavy-duty thinking about what I'd like to accomplish in my personal life or what I would like to accomplish in my business, how I'd like to change things up. I spend some time here in my hammock, right? Here's my backyard. I spend time on my hammock, just, swinging back and forth and thinking about things, maybe watching the clouds go by. I might start doing some clearing. I do a lot of clearing when Mercury goes in retrograde. I clear out my closets. I clear out my cabinets. I started last night going through some filing cabinets and looking in the files and was just sort of shocked to see how many things that I haven't been able to get to. And I thought, I'm going to get to it now in Mercury retrograde. Hey, hi, Cartagena. Good to see you here. Thanks for popping in and joining me. Other things that I do to be able to sort of navigate through Mercury retrograde is this is when I do my training. If I want to buy an online course or I want to practice, some new yoga classes or I want to practice, you name it, whatever it is that I want to do or maybe learn something new. But generally, it's things that I do on my own, solo, because it's true. The electronics have problems. People don't understand. There's miscommunications. There's misunderstandings. Sometimes people will break out into arguments over it. Even if you talk to somebody in person, they might say, well, I thought you meant this, instead of that. So it is true that this stuff happens during Mercury retrograde, but it shouldn't be something that causes you so much fear that you hide out, in your house and you don't come out or you don't talk to anybody, you don't do whatever. So I recommend some solo time and some solo work, journaling, writing, thinking, meditating, planning, training, practicing, maybe getting out there and, taking that hike or that walk that you've been putting off for so long, getting together face-to-face with your friends instead of, just chit-chatting with them on social media or by text. So those are the kinds of things that I would recommend you consider or try out. That's what I've been doing. And I'm not an expert in astrology. That's not really my area. But as I said in the beginning, it affects me, and I'm very sensitive, so I'm affected a lot by it. And those are some ways that I've been able to navigate through the usually there's about four Mercury retrogrades in a year. And that's the way that I've been able to navigate it, stay productive, stay in the love light, and choose loving it and it coming rather than fearing it when it comes. So let me know what works for you, okay? I hope to hear from you all soon. And thanks for watching. Love, this time from California. Bye.